Hello and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today I'm going to be working on a diamond painting while I chat with you guys, and that is what a whip and chat is, or a work in progress. I am working on Dragon Seasons by Emma Casey from Enabler's Outpost. I've worked on this one before on my channel, and I'm hoping that I can get fall done in the next couple of weeks. But with us moving, I'm just not really sure how much that I can actually get done. The supplies that I'm going to be using today are my pen from Enabler's Outpost. Thought that was appropriate since I am going to be doing one of their kits. And then also I am using an essential tray from Bella Art Diamonds. I have several of their trays. Since I have a lot of my supplies packed, I just left out the bare necessities, and so I am continuing to just use what I have out just to make it easier. And if you hear a muffled sound, my craft room is becoming rather bare. Most of my furniture is out into the new place. So hopefully it's not going to be that bad of an echo, but we are planning on having movers come on the 20th of this month, which is September, and we are trying to get as many boxes and small items that we can get out ourselves, and then just have the movers move the furniture. So we've gotten a lot done, quite a bit more than what we had last week. My husband did take the entire week off this week from work so he could get a lot done. We do have a realtor coming on Friday. So Friday's going to be a really busy day because he has a really big item that he has to have a company actually move it for him. So that's going to be on Friday morning. Paige, my youngest daughter, works on Fridays. So I'm going to be taking her to work while he is handling the other piece of furniture that he has, going to the new house. And then we've got the realtor coming at 2. I have to pick Paige up at 2, so I won't be here for the realtor, but I'm going to take Molly, who is our collie. She will be 4 this month. I'm going to take her with me to pick Paige up just so we don't have to worry about her with the realtor here. I've taken off Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, and hopefully I can get quite a bit done because today is Tuesday. It's going to be the same day that I am getting this video out to you guys. Hopefully I'll get it out today. Normally I do like to have my videos completed by Monday afternoon, edited and everything, so it's ready to go up on Tuesdays. But I just ran out of time yesterday. I did a lot in the house and packed my car. We went over to the new place, which is about an hour drive from here, and then my husband had quite a bit in his truck. He unloaded that. I unloaded my car, and then decided that I had some extra time while I was over there, and for about 3 hours I just started to unbox some of my craft room. Mainly I needed to use some of the larger boxes to finish up all of my albums, my scrapbook albums that I have, and needed to get those back over to the house. I didn't want to buy any more boxes when we have plenty over there, so I did that. We got my furniture up in my new room, and it's a lot smaller than this one. I knew that it would be, but my furniture fits in there just fine, or at least my 3 Kallax IKEA units. They are all on one wall. I still have a small section of that wall that I can put something on, and I'll probably put a rolling cart that has some of my supplies on there for diamond painting. And I started unboxing. I think I'm going to be fine with my room. I was really concerned, but I wanted to downsize, and so if I have to end up parting with something else, I definitely will. We are going to take my diamond paintings, or my husband is. I have to work on Wednesday and Thursday. My husband's going to be taking my diamond paintings over in his truck. And I did have around 320 diamond paintings, which is really sad to say, but I had some really old ones I've been collecting since 2020 and haven't really diamond painted that much up until the last couple of years. And I did offload some to neighbors and some friends and did some exchanges on some for other things. So that is helpful. So now I am down to a little under 300. It may even be less than that. I'm going to look at it and really focus on my stash whenever I get over to the house. But I was really worried, what am I going to bring? I put them, and I have a really good size closet in Paige's office. Now, she doesn't even need an office anymore. She called it an office when she was taking online classes, but she is putting all of her books in that room. And so I've got some books I'm going to put in there. So we have 3 bookshelves that we have in the one room, and it's a large walk-in closet. So I'm going to put my diamond paintings in there, which at my current house, my diamond paintings, my husband built me a shelf, and so I could easily see what all my paintings are. And so I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with my diamond paintings in this closet. I am probably just going to have to grab some and then put them over to the side if it's something I really want to work on, and then just go from there, and may just pick one out of the closet and say, okay, this is what I'm going to work on, and then open it up and see what it is. Because I don't think that I'll be able to see the ends of all of my boxes. I do have either labels on them, or I have these small photos that comes with Diamond Art Clubs are on the end of the box. So we'll see, but I may just be one of those things, instead of doing a random wheel picker, it will be a random closet picker. Well, I'll just go in the closet, I will just grab a box, and then that's what I'll work on. So that might be kind of fun too, because all the ones that I do have that I kept in my stash are ones that I really want to do. So it doesn't matter whenever I pull something out of the closet, I guess I'll just start working on it. And if it's something that I get in that I really want to work on, I will just keep it out and put it in my craft room and do it that way. So it might be interesting for the next few months of what I'm going to be doing, especially on my channel. So stay tuned. If you are not a subscriber, you might want to consider clicking on that subscribe button and also the notification bell, so you're notified of any of my future diamond paintings. So want to give everyone a shout out, a very happy good morning. Hello, how are you? And if you are new, welcome. Thanks so much for finding my channel and for giving me a chance. And for those of you that are not new, thanks so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. It really makes me so excited to see the comments. And even if you only include an emoji, and even if you don't even include a comment, I can tell how many people have been watching. Can't see the names or anything, but I can tell how many have been watching. So I appreciate that as well. It has been just crazy around here, but let me know how you guys are doing. What are you working on? How is your September going? I planned on doing a canvas for drills and chills, and I still am going to, but it might be in October where I get out one of my kits. I know exactly the one I want to do. It is a smaller one, so I may even consider doing that one next, just to get another small canvas going. But I have so many WIPs right now that I just don't know if I want to get another one out. And I don't have as many WIPs as I normally do. So I guess that's definitely a good thing. I just have this one going. I have my cross stitch conversion, which I'm really itching now to get back to that. And my drills are at the other house, but that's okay. I could go ahead if I really wanted to. I know exactly where they are at the other house because it is in one of the huge containers. And I may work on that for a little bit. I have had limited time, as you can imagine, because we're trying to get everything done to get out of here, and we still have quite a bit to do. Today, I'm going to be cleaning really good, what I can clean, and also trying to get to our closets. I don't have that much left to do really on the boxing up. It's just some odds and ends. Haven't even touched the kitchen yet though, because since we're not moving until the 20th, I'm just going to work on the kitchen after, or whenever we get close to the move. I guess sometime next week I will go ahead and start boxing up the kitchen and just leaving what I think that I'm going to need. And then we'll still have time to get things out after the movers, because we obviously won't have the house sold that soon. So we'll just see. I've put in a new glue dot, and I'm struggling a little bit on my single placer here. On the multi, I am using Joy's putty today, and this is in cucumber scent. It smells really good. I don't even like cucumbers, but this smell, I really like the smell of this putty, and it works great for any special drills, especially the ABs. And I really like how the single placer is working with the glue dot. I like the pop. Sounds pretty good. So not a lot has really happened around here since we are moving. Just busy with boxing up, trying to decide what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to purge in my craft room. And the craft room honestly has taken the longest of all of our boxing up. And really for my husband, it's been the basement, because he had a lot of things in the basement that he had to take care of. And he's also doing some slight renovation to the kitchen, some things that we wanted to do, we'd already purchased, and just going to make it look better. So he is working on that today and tomorrow. We did go to the mall on Friday, and my husband wanted to go to the mall, and he never, ever, ever wants to go to the mall. The only time we ever go is to get our family Santa photos, and we haven't been in 2 years for that, because we've been going to the mountains, and we go to the Christmas store, and they have an old world Santa that we just really love. And so we just get our photos with him back in sometimes October, November. We've even done it in the summer. So we just wore a sweater like we were doing it for Christmas, and all was good. But anyway, he never wants to go to the mall, and there was a restaurant that he wanted to go to in the food court of all places. And he said, I've really been wanting to go to this restaurant, and I want a Philly cheese steak sandwich. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. He never wants a Philly cheese sandwich. I'm like, okay, so we'll go to the mall. But I had warned him that the mall is hot. They do not have air going in there. It is very warm, and they have filed bankruptcy on this mall. And at one point, they even said they may had foreclosure on the mall, but they're still keeping the mall open, and there's still some top dollar stores in there. Some box stores such as Macy's is still in there, JCPenney is still there, Belk, and a lot, those are the anchor stores, and then a lot of the smaller stores. The only one that Paige and I, and then my daughter Madison, when she's home, that she ever goes to pretty much is Bath and Body Works. So we didn't go in to any stores or anything. We just went and ate in the mall. And the last 2 times that I went to the mall, I had issues. My car wouldn't start the first time with my kids. It was one of the hottest days of the year in Atlanta. Of course it was. and we had to sit outside for 2.5 hours, but it was still better to sit in my car than it was to be at the mall, because that day the mall was extremely hot. Then the next time I went to the mall, I don't know what happened, but I fell. I have hurt my, and this was over a month ago. I fell, I hurt my elbow really bad, skinned my knee. I had bruises on both elbows. And then I also hit my wrist. Of course, it was the wrist that hurts the worst. And my elbow is still bothering me from that fall. But I told my husband, I said, I'm kind of scared to go to the mall, because every time I go to the mall lately, something happens. So I was really, really careful. I was really careful when I was walking. I was almost being like, I don't want to say, I mean, I was being just really careful. I'll just say that. And nothing happened. All was good. And it was warm, but it wasn't as hot as it was, because it was at night. It was cooler. And so my husband finally he got his fill of his sandwich, because he got more than he could eat. So he had that the next day for lunch. And so I don't think we'll be going back to the mall. But I just thought that was funny that we went on a Friday night of all times to our mall. So that was like the highlight of our week, going to the mall, which is kind of sad. And then we came home. We like to sit outside. So we were outside for a while. And Molly, my colleague, she was out there with us running around like crazy. And then she finally got tired and just flopped down. So she ended up going in the house, and she has a specific bedtime. She likes to go to bed no later than 8 o'clock. So we put her to sleep. She slept all night, even though it was a lot of noise. There was a game at Kennesaw State University, and I don't know if it was their homecoming or it was, what was going on, but it was very busy. We passed KSU going back home from the mall, and they were having a game, and they had quite a bit of the area blocked off, so it looked like it was kind of a special game. So I don't know, but then they had fireworks at the end of the night. So we sat on our porch and was able to see the fireworks, which I thought was kind of cool. And some nice fireworks too. So I don't know what was going on there, but it was really noisy all around here. And I'm surprised that Molly slept, but she slept straight through all of it. And then we stayed up a little late and got up and just got a lot of things done again around here, which we desperately needed to do. And I have realized that for someone who loves to organize, I really enjoy organizing. I am not organized at all, not in my craft room anyway. I found things all over my craft room in drawers and things that I had completely forgotten about. I'm like, well, if you don't even know you have this, you don't need it. So I have gotten rid of a lot, and I am really proud of myself for purging. I threw away a lot of things. I've given away a lot. I've sold some things. Sold, as I mentioned, some of my diamond paintings. I also gave some away. The person that does my hair, she has gotten 5 or 6, and so she is going to give me a free cut and color. I'm like, this is well worth the diamond paintings that I gave to her, because they're a little pricey where she works. But I need to also take some time to get my hair cut, because it's an absolute disaster. It looks rather rough. But did all of that, and then I am going to be staying home today just to get some cleaning done. I'm going to go through, I have, bits and bobs around the house, and especially in my craft room still, that I need to box up, and need to just go through some more things. Pages, closet, I need to go through her closet, but I'm going to have her do that on Wednesday and Thursday while I am at work. She can do that. So we're getting closer. The other house, the new house, I think it's going to be really nice because it is smaller. It's going to be so easy to clean. I'm going to have more time on the weekends to diamond paint and to work in my craft room on my other crafts, which is pretty much, I do some Bible journaling, and I also do some memory keeping. I've kind of gotten away from that lately. Lately is in the past 2 years lately. And I do make cards for my church, so I need to get back on track. I know my church is probably hurting for cards because I haven't done any in a while. Not to mention the fact that now everything is packed up, don't know where anything is. So it's going to be a busy weekend, a busy week next week. I am not taking off except for Friday of next week, and Paige is going to not work next Friday because I just can't get her there. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it with the movers here and my husband and I coordinating who's doing what. And then we've got both the animals. We got the dog, and we also have the cat, Salem. She will be fine. She will be in her cage. And Molly, I can put Molly in her crate, but she is still going to be upset. New place and new people with the movers. And I don't want to put her outside because I've got to check out our backyard, make sure she is okay with the backyard before I just let her stay out there by herself. Even though it's a fenced-in backyard, the fence is not very tall. I don't see her jumping over the fence, but I don't want that to happen either. So we need to be out there just watching her, making sure that everything is going to be okay, which I'm sure that it will be. And she's really good. She minds very well. Right now she is sound asleep while I am doing my video. So hopefully she doesn't start snoring. She doesn't really snore that much during the day, but at night she does. So once I get my craft room set up yet again, I will have a video and just show you guys around, especially when my diamond painting set up. I'm excited to try something different in my craft room with my diamond paintings. I'm also, when this one is finished, I'm going to hang this one up in my craft room. It is going to be perfect above my bookshelves. I don't know how I'm going to hang it yet because it is so large. It's the largest one that I've done. It is over 7 feet. So I've got to figure out, I'm not going to have it framed. My husband might be able to build me a stretch frame, or I may just use some heavy duty Velcro on this, but I can't really do that on the wall. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet, but I'm definitely going to hang it up. If I just hang it up, then I may just paint the edges of this, and that way I won't have to worry. I'm not going to cut it off because I don't want it to fray, but I think it'll be really cute up there. It takes up perfect space. And then I did unbox a Dreamer Designs, and I got a lot of feedback on that. So, and thank you guys. If you have not seen that video, I will put that up at the top of the eye, also underneath the description for all of you. And that one is a small to me diamond painting, and it was really funny because there was one special drill, bag of special drills. I wasn't sure when I was looking, when I unboxed it, and I should have read, if I would have read the description of diamond painting before I unboxed it, then I would have known, but I wasn't sure what it was. And then after I did the video, it just hit me that those were glow-in-the-dark drills. They just look different than the ones that I had had in the past. And I had a lot of people that would that told me, you know, I think those are glow-in-the-darks, and that's going to go on the moon. And I knew it was going to go for the moon. And when I saw that too, I should have thought, yes, that's going to be for the moon, but I didn't. So anyway, those are definitely glow-in-the-darks. And I don't know, because it's a Christmas theme, I'm not really sure if I want to put those in there. I mean, I guess I could, and if I don't like it, I can always change it. But it came with a kit, so I thought, you know what, why not? It is rendered that way. And so I thought maybe since it is rendered that way that I can go ahead and do it, because it probably wouldn't be rendered like that if it didn't look good. So I may just go with the process and see if I like the look of it. It might be cool at night when it does glow, but I don't know how it's going to look during the day with those drills on there. It may look a little funny. I do want to do that one in November or December. Not sure yet, because I do have a couple others I want to do. I have an Art and Soul that is coming in that I really do want to get to. Looking forward to that one. I'm not sure when it's going to come in. It's actually going to go to one of the owners because she lives in Georgia, and then once I figure out where I'm going to be, then I'll give her the address. But now I know that we're going to be moved. I wasn't sure at first whenever I ordered it, and so she said no worries, we can figure it out whenever it gets here. So that's what I'm going to do on that one. I have not purchased any diamond paintings, even though that one I purchased a while ago. And so I have not purchased anything for September. I don't plan on purchasing anything else until I get some of my diamond paintings completed, especially when I don't have as much room as I am used to having. So I've got to get that number down, and the next time that we move, I do not want my diamond paintings to be an issue, because my husband is probably going to have to, he's going to put them in his truck, and he's going to wrap, he has a tarp, he's going to be able to tarp it. I'm still going to worry about all of them until we get over there, in case it might happen to rain. So hopefully it won't. But hopefully they will all be just fine. They will make the trip with no problem. But I really don't like having this many in my stash. I'm not proud of it. I'm not trying to increase my stash. I want to decrease it. And I'm really not planning on buying anything until Black Friday. And I may or may not find anything then. I'm not going to buy something just to buy it, just because it's Black Friday. But if I can hold out that long, which I usually, especially starting in September, I usually don't buy anything, or I haven't in past years, because I know pretty much what I want to work on for the rest of the year. And if I buy something, it's going to just sit until next year. So I don't see any point in buying it. And I do have quite a bit in my stash that are a couple of years old that I probably need to get to. Have you guys made plans yet for your diamond paintings for the rest of the year? Do you like to do that? Or do you just like to wait until you finish a diamond painting, or you want to start on another one and then just decide what you want to work on? I kind of have ideas of what I want to work on, and I'm not usually at a point where I just don't have any desire and I have to go and see what I want to work on. I know it's in my stash, and so I usually just know exactly what I want to do. I'm a little torn, so we'll see. This, what I'm working on now, it is in an area that does have some confetti, and that's where you have more colors. The fall section has taken me a little bit longer than the other two, and I actually just started on the fall section in September, but it seems like it's taking me a little bit longer. But I am in between, like I'm right at the fall and the summer, and so it is going to be a tree, and so that's why there's just so many darker colors here. It will become more fun once I get to the fall dragon, which I'm getting closer. I think the next row will be the fall dragon, and so I should probably get that done. Hopefully I will be on that row by the next week. I've just started on this row though, and then I do want to get back to my Cheryl Baker, and that one's been a lot of fun too. It's a lot of dark colors and it is fallish. So it's time to get out those fall kits for me, and then I cannot wait until I get to work on my kits for the winter and for Christmas. Let's see, well, let's go with a number 6. I've got these over here instead, so I've got to kind of pick and choose where my drills are. I had a couple of finishes in August, so I do have some kitting down that I need to do, but I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. I will probably do it with you guys. It's been a while since I've done any kit downs. I think I want to update my boxes. I think they're getting to be really full, so I need to buy another box if I go to Hobby Lobby. So that needs to be done pretty soon too. Let's see, there's some more 6s. I spoke to my daughter Maddie. She is doing very well, and she is in her 3rd week, I think, of nursing school. And she is really excited about going to school. This is the first time ever since she was in elementary school that she has enjoyed going to school. She hated high school. She did not like middle school at all, but absolutely hated high school. The only thing that she liked about high school was marching band. She loved marching band. And then even by her senior year, she was getting tired of band because she had been in band since she was in the 3rd grade. So that was a lot. And so she was really getting tired of playing her instrument, and she was just over it. But now she gets up, she's enjoying going to nursing school. She has a high A in all classes, and that is amazing for her. Absolutely outstanding. So I am so proud of her. And she calls me every night when she has the nights that she does have school, and she will call and tell me what all that they did for the day and what they did for their clinicals. And she just is she seems so happy with this program. So I am really happy for her. I hope that it continues. And I know that it's a lot of work. She gets really nervous during testing time, and then when people watch her like on clinicals. But for this, she has just been doing great. So that is definitely a plus moving forward with her. And then Paige is doing really well moving forward with her as well, just on her working, her becoming more self-sufficient. So it has been a really good year in that regards. I spoke to my sister, and she wants the 2 of us to rent a cabin for sometime in the either fall or early winter. Let's see, I need to see what I want to work on. I am so used to having my drills at a certain place, and this is having to look for drills that I want. So let's see what I'm going to work on. Let's go with this. So she had sent me a message and wants us to rent a cabin for a long weekend. And so I told her that I would love to do that. So I think we're going to do that maybe in early October. She lives in Nashville, outside of Nashville. And so she said just the 2 of us. It's not going to be her significant other. It's not going to be Dave. If Paige wants to come, she can, because That's her aunt, and Paige will stay in her room and do her thing, and we'll do ours. Paige probably won't even want to go, but it's the first time my sister and I have ever done anything, just the two of us, and we've never gone on vacation together. Never. Even when we were both younger. I am 12 years older than she is. Which, now that she's an adult, it's different. Of course, when she was a kid, it's a big difference. But I would help with her, and so I want to stay close with her, even though my dad and my stepmother, who is her mom, and of course my dad's her dad, and I want to stay close with her because my dad and my stepmother definitely would want that. A letter that my stepmother had written to me before she passed away, and I got it after she passed away, said that, of all things, you need to remember that you two are sisters. You will always be sisters. Nothing, absolutely nothing can change that. And that really made me cry. That's the only thing in her letter, and I thought, that's it. That is family. And even though they're both gone, she is still my sister. And I want to spend some time with her, get to know her, because we hadn't really been, I don't want to say we haven't been close, because we are close, but we have not done anything, haven't really had time together in a very, very long time. So it'll be fun to get closer to her, and with just the two of us, get to know my sister better. So that's going to be something I'm looking forward to. And so I told her, I said, it's going to have to be October. I can't do anything in September, and she can't either, because their daughter has gone to college, her first year, and they're having parents' weekend, the weekend that we're moving. And so she is going there. And it's in a beautiful location where her daughter goes to school. So she was looking forward to that. And I do need to get to Nashville and look at some things. So that's something that I am looking forward to also. So I do have a lot of things that is upcoming that I'm definitely looking forward to. This move, not so much, but I am looking forward to getting away from the area that we're in. I am tired of the planes. It is just so noisy over here, and it's just constantly just busy all the time. Traffic is just really bad. Where we are moving is the North Georgia mountains, and it is very quiet there. We've already met some people at the new place, and there are a lot of people there that actually are mine and my husband's age, or a little bit older. A lot of people that have decided to retire. They are doing the same thing that we're doing, although we're not retiring, but they have sold their homes. They wanted to downsize, and so they decided that they just wanted to rent for a while until the market got better, and then they decided what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go. And so that's exactly what we're doing. So it's nice to be in an area that there's other people that's our age. It's very, very quiet over there, which I'm excited about. And it's further out, so I'm excited about that too. Looks like my husband is going to continue to be very busy at work. Another person is going out on leave in a couple of weeks, and he has been handling this other person's area, and they're not so sure that the other guy is going to come back. And that's kind of what we were waiting on before we decided to move further out. but we thought we can just do this for now and then decide what he's going to do. I don't think that he is going to be coming back. And if he does, then my husband's going to be taking over this other guy's area. So he is enjoying that because he's liking what he's doing. And I am just continuing rolling along with my school, with my classes. Already have gotten spring classes. I've got to get started on that because we are going with a new LMS, or it's a new system for our classroom. And so we've had a lot of training on that. I've got to get all of that set up. I've got another class that is actually starting in October, and I've got one ending in October. So that's going to be busy as well. So I will just get to my unpacking at the new place whenever I get to it. So my craft room may be in a mess. If I want to kit something up, it's going to have to be in whatever I find. But hopefully I will be able to continue to have my videos. And speaking of videos, what I'm going to have coming up for this upcoming week is I am going to hopefully have an unboxing for you guys, or not an unboxing, I'm going to have a kitting up. I've already unboxed the kit. I'm going to have a kitting up for you guys either Thursday or Saturday, I'm not sure. And I'm also going to have another diamond painting. I'm not sure. One of two things that I'm going to do, and I'm not exactly sure, and that's going to be Saturdays. I have one that I've been wanting to do. If I have the time to do it, it is going to be on Saturday, and that's going to be a part 2 of my diamond painting regret series. And what I want to do, I don't know if I have time, but I'm hoping that I'll have time to do it where I can read the comments from you guys that you posted underneath that video, and then I'm going to respond to those. Thought that would be a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll have time to do that. I am not sure with everything going on, because that one is going to take a little while to prepare. But I think that will be a lot of fun. And a lot of you were really excited about that one. So I do want to get back to it and see how we can keep that conversation going. And my diamond painting regrets have still stayed the same. I haven't had any additional regrets that I had forgotten about. Definitely some regrets on having a large stash like I have. But it is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it. I had the money when I bought it. I have the money now. So it's not about that. It's just about the storage. I look at it and I'm thinking, when am I going to do these? I need to find a place to store all of these. And that's been kind of an issue with us moving. Where am I going to store diamond paintings? I'm not going to put them in the garage, because our garage does get really hot, and then in the winter it's going to get really cold. So I didn't want to do that. So I think that the closet's going to be the best place for them right now. So there's just a lot of changes coming up, and I am trying to embrace those changes and just prepare for it. Make sure Paige is ready for the changes. That's going to happen, and I think she is. I think she's going to be okay. I don't think that this move is going to bother her very much, which is definitely a good thing. I'm almost done with this section. I only have just a few drills to put on here, but I am going to finish up for the day. I've got to start getting ready to take Paige to work. I also need to start getting the house cleaned up because it's a mess now that we have been moving everything around, and I've just got to focus on that today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so. And thanks so much for joining me today. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.